Alright, here's our final match for the week. We're taking a rematch, and we're taking on Ling. I think that's what it is. Also, side note, is there a reason why everyone hates unibrows? What's the big deal about hating the hate that we have against unibrows? I don't see I see people with unibrows, and I'm just like, I don't like it, but I don't know why I don't like it. It's like, I see the connecting eyebrows, and I'm just like, why are your eyebrows connecting? But then also, why do I care that your eyebrows are connecting? Just because, I don't know if it's jealousy because mine can't connect in that way. I don't know, where does that come from? Where is this hatred of unibrows? Why is it a thing? Is it like one of those things that we just hate people for, or we hate something because society says that we're supposed to hate it, and we're just not thinking for ourselves? I feel like I haven't really thought about it until now. Like, where's my disdain from unibrows coming from? Is it like being passed down from my forefathers? I don't understand it, but I don't like unibrows. I said it. Alright, so we're gonna use Sita here. Pretty much I'm just gonna throw her onto the defense style, and that's that. Nothing else. That's pretty much the strategy. The hard part is getting her up there. I don't have to worry about losing the pots since this is the last match. I mean, in comparison to the other video where I totally messed that up, but I don't have to worry about that here. Just throw her up there, and Sita will do pretty much everything that I need her to do. That aside, let's go back to the tank talk. Not using Miracle on Shez. I'm gonna figure out. I don't like her arts. It's too Christmassy. Don't like it. Again, why swap out Edelgard for Mortis or any other save unit? Because they all do the same thing. The problem is Shield Fighter and the fact that you need either Triangle Attack or Potent to get through it. And that just isn't prevalent currently in the meta. So what does that leave you with? Hit and run. And then the alternative is that whenever armors can start taking you out when you attack, then hit and run becomes less beneficial if you can't actually survive the counter attack. So there's really no point to be swapping out armored units because they're all just kind of copy-paste Shield Fighter clones at this point. None of them are really unique. I guess maybe I could look at... That's probably why I have Neathauger in such high regards, because she doesn't need Shield Fighter to do well. And then everyone else is pretty much just trying to mimic Fjorm. And I like that as someone who enjoys Fjorm, but then also get your own niche, you know? But yeah, everyone's pretty much just doing the same thing. There's really no reason to summon for armored units currently, aside from, you know, the fodder, the upgraded skills. That's really the only reason, which I gotta commend them for, because
I agree.
It's something. I wasn't expecting a lot of the adjustment and changes that they've made to the tier 4 saves, and then also, you know, Slick Fighter 4 was not what I expected it to be. They really just threw a lot into that skill, and it's way better than I thought it would have been.
As you say.
Can't really say the same about
I'll get us there.
What's that other one called? The one that Hector has. Yeah, I'm just not impressed with that one, because it's really easy to get a low from some other support or just your A skill. There's lulls are just not as valuable as it once was. I said this before, really big on lulls, but not the case anymore. Yeah, you can keep your stats, have them, it's fine. And I guess that's probably why they put Jimbro as a Grail unit, because you know, bonus doubler isn't the craziest thing in the world, which is why I was surprised that they didn't give Hector bonus doubler support as opposed to the Bulwark, or in conjunction with the Bulwark. I think it would have been great on his kit to give him bonus doubler, because he is cosplaying Eliwood. So just throw the bonus doubler somewhere in there. I'm sure you can make the text small enough to make it fit. But yeah, missed opportunity, I think. Yeah, that was definitely a missed opportunity there. Because it would have made him a lot... if he has a low, if you
do
don't have a
this.
low, it gives it, that's a massive stat swing.
Where next?
For Hector. That would have actually made him, in my opinion, an actual good unit, as opposed to him just being mediocre. I think he will be the first one to fall off out of the current batch that we have, just because he's red. And also the terrain that he puts down isn't like the craziest thing in the world. I think in a couple of months he'll start dying to AoE nukes just like anyone else would, because again, 50% is a lot, but 50% of 100 is still like 50, and we're getting to the point where units are doing way more than 100 damage on the AoE hit, so you're gonna need more damage reduction from if you're fighting against AoEs. The thing is, the AoE isn't the problem nowadays, it's actually doing damage after the fact, and that's why units like Sedith, skills like Occultist Strike, Assassin Strike, Momentum, that's the reason why those skills are like so valuable for B slots. You really need that true damage, and there just aren't a lot of ways to get it that don't involve, blue buffs like Bonus Doubler. So I don't know what they're going to do or what they're going to implement to make it so that units can actually do damage or hit harder, and because it's potentially game breaking if you just introduce a unit that hits that hard, kind of like Hearthvelger, who just hits that hard. You cannot survive. I've given units Shield Fighter, and she still kills them on the third hit. So green near saves with Shield Fighter still dies on the third hit. So I don't know what they're going to introduce that will make it balanced. But yeah, we need a way for our units to just do more damage. It's just, we're at a point now where it's not enough. Having triangle attack, having potent for some units just isn't enough to get through the saves that are currently in the game. And I mean, looking at that Brave Edelgard, I have no options aside from backing up. And what I'm going to do now is break their formation, because Edelgard is going to warp down or just walk further than Fjorm can reach, which will allow me to snipe her from range. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to do to allow us to be able to take out these Shield Fighter units, but something is needed. Definitely. So yeah, not a fan of the current state of tanks. It's great that we have tanks and just units that can survive, but I don't know, maybe this is a if you build it they will come type situation where, well, of course it is, because after you have a renaissance, I haven't used that word in forever. After you have a renaissance of tanks, then the resurgence of nukes is definitely coming.
I am the
I think I was saying I want at least 4 on one banner, but I don't think they're going to be that crazy with it. I think we're going to get like 1 or 2 at a time that really just shake things up. And I'm looking forward for it, man, because yeah, this is pretty boring. I don't enjoy, typically, I generally don't enjoy using AoEs. I'm not a big fan, and I don't want Miracle on everything, so that doesn't leave me with a lot of options. I really want to hear the special quotes. That's really my big thing, and I'm really looking forward to see how, I feel like this is probably shaping up for them to make healers more valuable, because outside of Fjorm there aren't a lot of far saves that have no counter disrupt. It's just not something that they can really get. So everyone else, if there's a meta, currently there's an opportunity to make healer nukes great again, and I feel like that is what Hortensia currently is. But then also we got Halloween. What's her name? Halloween. We got Kitty Cat Flame last year, who went nowhere. So I hope that this isn't the same thing, where we just get one healer nuke and they just forget about them for the rest of the year. I'm hoping they actually follow up with some more healer nukes. I feel like that would I feel like now is the best time to do it, because it would, one, make Fjorm a lot more valuable, and two, it would kind of work as a soft counter to a lot of the saves that we currently have. But GG's.